In a world full of noise and distractions, how do you truly know someone's character? Over my 40 years as a family counselor, I've seen countless seniors ask this very question, especially as scams, broken promises, and empty relationships have become all too common. But here's the good news. Identifying genuine people doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it often boils down to just two simple observations. Before we dive in, take a moment to share where you're watching from in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more wisdom tailored just for you. Now, let's get started. The first sign of someone's true character is something my father taught me back in the 1960s. He called it the promise keeper. 1. The promise keeper. Let's explore the first key to understanding someone's character: their ability to keep promises. Back in 1965, promises carried weight. A handshake meant something. It was a symbol of trust, integrity, and mutual respect. People lived by their word, and breaking a promise wasn't just disappointing, it was shameful. In those days, keeping commitments wasn't just about practicality. It was about honoring relationships and values. But times have changed. In our modern world, technology and fast-paced living have eroded the importance of commitment. People cancel plans at the last minute with a quick text, fail to follow through on offers to help, or prioritize convenience over connection. For many seniors, this shift feels like a betrayal of the trust they were taught to cherish. It's no wonder so many ask, how can I tell if someone is reliable? One of the clearest signs of unreliability is a pattern of frequent cancellations. Whether it's a friend backing out of a lunch date or a family member skipping a planned visit, these moments add up. Another red flag is when someone offers empty promises, especially around things like helping you with technology or running errands, but never actually follows through. And of course, the inconsistency of family visits, saying they'll come, but weeks turn into months, can speak volumes about priorities. So, how do you protect yourself and navigate these disappointments? Start with the 24-hour rule. If someone makes a promise or commitment, give them a day to act on it. This simple rule helps distinguish between genuine intentions and hollow words. Another helpful strategy is creating a family calendar system where commitments are written down and shared. Seeing plans in writing fosters accountability and reduces misunderstandings. Lastly, clear communication is key. If someone has let you down, don't hesitate to address it directly and kindly. A heartfelt conversation can often reveal whether their actions were a momentary lapse or part of a larger pattern. Before we move on, take a moment to reflect. Do you feel your trust is well placed? Think about someone in your life who keeps their promises consistently. How does that make you feel about them? On the other hand, consider someone whose commitments have repeatedly fallen short. What does that say about their priorities? Understanding the role of promises in relationships isn't just about spotting unreliability. It's about recognizing who values you enough to honor their word. And that brings us to the next key to seeing true character: how people treat those who serve them. Let's dive into the service test. 2. The service test. My mother always said, you can tell a lot about a person by how they treat someone who can't do anything for them. Those words have stuck with me my entire life, and they hold as much truth today as they did decades ago. Back then, respect for others, no matter their role or status, was a core value, and how someone treated a waitress, a janitor, or a grocery store clerk revealed their true character. It's a lesson worth revisiting in today's world, where patience and kindness often seem to be in short supply. In modern settings, these lessons still apply, but the opportunities to observe them have expanded. Take, for example, assisted living facilities. How does someone interact with the staff who care for the elderly? Do they show gratitude, or do they dismiss their efforts as just part of the job? Similarly, consider behavior in medical offices. Are they courteous and understanding with nurses and administrative staff, or do they act entitled and impatient? And what about their treatment of home service workers like cleaners or plumbers? A simple thank you or even eye contact can say so much about a person's respect for others. These observations can reveal red flags that shouldn't be ignored. Have you ever noticed someone who is friendly and charming in public but rude or dismissive when no one else is watching? That kind of behavior change is a clear warning sign. Similarly, how someone speaks on the phone with service providers, whether they're polite and patient or abrupt and condescending, offers a glimpse into their character. Finally, watch how they treat retail workers. A lack of basic courtesy in everyday interactions, such as refusing to say thank you at a checkout counter, often signals deeper issues with respect and empathy. Protecting yourself from people who fail the service test starts with trusting your own observations. Don't dismiss small, uncomfortable moments as unimportant. They're often telling. If you have doubts about someone's character, discuss your feelings with trusted family members. Sometimes a second perspective can help confirm what your instincts are already telling you. In fact, these discussions can be an opportunity to strengthen family bonds and teach younger generations the importance of treating others with kindness and respect. Community support networks can also play a critical role. Share your observations with friends or neighbors who might have similar experiences with the same person. Together, you can encourage one another to prioritize relationships with people who consistently show genuine respect to everyone they encounter. The service test is a powerful way to see someone's true character. Small moments, whether it's a conversation with a server or a kind word to a caregiver, can reveal whether a person values others for who they are or for what they can gain. Next, we'll explore how to apply these insights and protect yourself in everyday life. Let's move to practical wisdom. 3. Practical wisdom. Understanding character is one thing, but applying that wisdom in daily life is where it becomes truly valuable. Practical observation and intentional strategies can help you safeguard yourself and strengthen your relationships, even in a fast-changing world. Start by creating a simple daily observation checklist. Pay attention to how people behave in small, everyday situations, how they speak to a stressed cashier, whether they keep their word on minor commitments, and how they respond when faced with inconvenience. These consistent patterns reveal more about someone than grand gestures ever could. The digital age brings new challenges to evaluating character. Online behavior is often a reflection of true intentions. Do they respond respectfully in emails or messages, or do they communicate abruptly or dismissively? Social media can also be a useful lens. Are they spreading kindness or negativity? Look for red flags such as sharing misinformation or engaging in aggressive arguments. Additionally, be vigilant against phone scams. If someone seems unusually eager to gain your trust or personal information through digital interactions, proceed with caution. For families, protection strategies are essential. Communication across generations is key to building understanding and support. Share your observations and experiences with your children and grandchildren, not to criticize, but to teach. For example, explain the importance of keeping promises or being respectful to others, so these values become part of your family's legacy. Build a support system within your family by encouraging open discussions and helping one another identify reliable friends and relationships. Teaching grandchildren lessons about character, through both stories and example, can have a lasting impact. Community plays a vital role in applying this wisdom. Relationships built in senior centers, churches, and neighborhood groups can create strong networks of trust and mutual support. For example, engaging in senior center activities allows you to observe and form connections with others who share similar values. Participating in a neighborhood watch group not only enhances security, but also builds a sense of accountability within your community. Similarly, involvement in church or local volunteer groups can help you surround yourself with people who genuinely care about others. At the heart of all this is one simple truth: small actions and observations can make a big difference. By staying mindful, sharing your wisdom with family, and cultivating a network of trustworthy relationships, you can protect yourself and contribute to a stronger, kinder community. Now that we've explored these practical steps, let's conclude by revisiting the key insights from our discussion and reflecting on how these lessons can shape not only your life, but the lives of those around you. True character isn't revealed in grand gestures, but in the quiet, everyday moments, keeping promises, showing respect, and treating others with kindness. By paying attention to these simple but powerful signs, you can identify genuine people and protect yourself from those who might not have your best interests at heart. Take the lessons you've learned today and share them with your family. Talk to your children and grandchildren about the importance of integrity, respect, and kindness. Pass down these timeless values so they can navigate their own relationships with wisdom and confidence. Finally, remember that character doesn't just strengthen individual relationships, it builds stronger communities. By fostering connections with people who value honesty and respect, you contribute to a network of trust and kindness that benefits everyone. Together, we can create a world where true character shines, one action at a time.